Never Goon, Bagel Bros. Today we're going to be doing another Patreon rant. This one comes from KD Pack, who says, "Please rant about my Azokin video if it's out by the 14th, ... If it isn't out by then, ... Rant about procrastination, ... But it will be out, ... I'm reading Higurashi, and the author's excessive use of ellipses is rubbing off on me, ... Until next time, Bagel, ... So anyway, he did in fact get the Azokin video out, not by the 14th, but he did get it out. Oh god, when did he get it out? I still have the tab open, so yeah, February 19th, only 5 days late. And in my opinion, it is his best video so far. Now, KD Pack is someone who regularly tells me to watch his videos, and he seems fairly self-conscious about it, even though I'm trying to drill it into people's heads. I want to read and watch your shit. I think those are the most fun rants. I mean, technically, the most fun ones are the ones where I literally don't have to try at all. Like when Minnie told me to rant about golf and femboys. That was the most nothing rant I've ever done. Or when Redneck told me to rant about incest. That was like a 2-minute rant. But, I mean, other than those, obviously, you know, if you want a rant that's actually long and that I have a ton of fun doing, just give me your anime reviews. Or your novel. Well, I won't read the entire novel for just a rant, but, like, the first chapter of your novel, I can do that. You know, that's fairly easy. But anyway, about the video, because I did say it is the best, because it is. This is, to me, the video that best balances both shilling a show as hard as humanly possible while also talking it up in ways that are both convincing and deeply analytical and satisfying to watch unfold. So I think the best parts of this specific video, for example, it's a little over 10 minutes, and in that time, it does pretty much as it possibly can. It starts off really, really quickly. You know, it's got an effective hook like, hey, y'all, if you want to, you know, get deep into the medium of anime, I'm not quoting it exactly because I forget the exact quotes, but like, hey, if you want to increase your understanding of anime and whatnot, this is the show for you. And it's just immediately selling it to you and what parts of it are good. And then it gets into the characters, and that's where I think it shines, especially when it comes to the symbolism of the characters, where it mentions how, you know, Kanamori, for example, as someone who is so rigid. I will actually read out the quote because I have it right in front of me. Being so rigid and calculating so as to literally speak through her teeth all the time, which is part of her design and part of how that design acts. It has perpetually gritted teeth for the most part and speaks through them, and you know, he's relating that to the way that the character looks and acts in a sort of symbolic manner, or how with Asakusa, I forgot their name for a second. He says that Asakusa always has plans for stuff which reflects their anxiety, and that also helps out their art in the way that they need to get everything down to the fine details, have nothing outside of their control, which I once again thought was really interesting, especially because this is a show that I haven't seen in over 4 years. It has been a long while. I think over 4 years at this point. And so most of the details of it have slipped my mind at this point, and I just have the most vague of memories of it, especially because I was not very analytical at the time and did not think very hard about what I was watching. So it's not like I would have noticed these things back when I was just a dumb 15-year-old. And I thought that was really convincing. It's very segmented, but in a way that feels, the video that is. The video is split into mostly just 3 parts plus an intro and an outro. The second is the quotes that go hard, and the third is the heart of the show. And no, the other 2 don't necessarily have as much depth to them because they're not as long. I mean, the character section is the majority of the video, and in my opinion, the best section of the video. But the quotes that go hard is a very specific thing to like about a show that is really interesting to hear about because, you know, when you're thinking of the most standard version of a review, it's just, hey, here's vaguely what is good about it, vaguely what is bad about it. You sort of just go through the motions for 10 minutes. But here, you're giving me like specific quotes to latch on to. Most people aren't going to talk specifically about just, here's some quotes that go hard. And the quotes do go hard. He quotes the show verbatim, and all the quotes he quotes, that's a redundant sentence, but they do go hard. And that was something that was fun to hear. So yeah, it's a pretty short video, but I thought it was interesting. I like the editing. The reason why I started this video with Never Goon Bagel Bros is because he has a running gag where he has AI generated pictures of minions that are buff and say gooning is not cool or never goon, or there's one where he's burning like a goon building. It is incredible. I love this running gag. It's so good, genuinely. And there's another really funny part of the video where he's making like he's about to go into an actual quote from the show, and then he just plays a clip where that says, "Skibbity Toilet has taught me the true meaning of sacrifice." It's fucking hilarious. I love it. Now, that's most of what I want to say about the video, but I guess something I want to get into is because I've talked to Rufus in VC, and apparently he's told me that these videos are finished in like anywhere from 5 to 6 hours, which is insane to me, because the editing on this video is legitimately good for the most part. It's a bit rough, sometimes he'll use clips that are a bit low res, and that can, not be the prettiest to look at, but at the same time it also gives it a very tactile feeling. The editing feels extremely DIY and slapped together, but in a very good way, and some of the cuts look really good. Like there's one bit where he puts in just a bunch of different clips and images from the show on screen that, would have taken a while to source. Either that or he just picked them from random from a folder on his computer he already had of Azukin reaction images. But either way, I mean, the cut turned out good, so it is what it is. And another thing that I've noticed in your videos and that I need to correct you on, right? I didn't know how to do this last time I told you about audio stuff, but you can use the noise reduction tool, right? So you just have a period of silence in your audio, select that use noise reduction, then select the whole thing and use it again. And basically what that does is removes all the background noise from your mic in your video, which you need to do because there is quite a bit of background noise. I'm not sure if it's from your computer or your AC or whatever, but you could completely get rid of that with the noise reduction tool, and it should be seamless. It is for me anyway, although I don't have nearly as much background noise in my recordings. So yeah, it's just a little tip that you should use because it will make your audio sound better. And it's, you generally have a good voice and good commentary, even if the audio isn't necessarily the best quality, but you can make it like twice as good just by doing that. But yeah, that's about it. I know this is a relatively short rant, but it's just a good fucking video. See ya.